Devastating news in the world of football this morning. Diogo Jota has passed away. The Liverpool and Portuguese national team forward died in a car accident in Spain that killed him and his younger brother, Andre Silva. Jota's tragic passing came just a month after he played for Portugal in the UEFA Nations League final and won that title, and came just less than 2 weeks after he married his longtime partner. His brother, Andre Silva, was a forward for Portuguese second division side, Penafiel. Jota was just 28 years old. His brother Andre was 25. For more on this tragic news, we are now joined by CBS Sports Premier League correspondent James Finge. And James, you've been covering this story since it broke early this morning. What do we know at this point?
Yeah, I mean, devastating, shocking news. What we know is that Diogo Jota and his brother Andre Silva, about 12:30 last night, Spanish time, in the town near Senadia, Zamora, were involved in a car accident. Their car was attempting to overtake another, and then the tyre burst on their car, subsequently swerved off the road and caught fire, and both Diogo Jota and Andre Silva were pronounced dead at the scene. Since then, of course, tributes have flooded in from across the world of football. A shocking, remarkable loss that no one could have imagined.
Hey, James, what's going on in England? How are people talking about this tragedy, especially in Liverpool, that it's a club that's not foreign to unimaginable loss?
Yeah, that's such a good point, Nico. This is a club that's really struggled with tragedy, and what felt like one of the happiest moments and one of the most joyous summers in Liverpool for a very long time, celebrating that Premier League title where Jota was so instrumental. This loss has come like a complete bolt from the blue, and I know the sort of real feeling for myself and other people in England. Seeing those reports trickle in this morning, you always hope for 10 minutes or so that something might prove you wrong, but right now you can see those pictures already. The tributes are flooding in for Jota at Anfield. Hundreds of fans making their way there, and that will soon number in the thousands as well. It is a complete bolt from the blue, and a really painful moment for football as a whole. A wonderful player, and I think also a wonderful representative for the game, both on and off the pitch. His hard work, his passion, his commitment to developing the women's game as well. There's many wonderful footballers in England, and Diogo Jota was one of the good guys. The same, I can't say I know as much of Andre Silva, but it's a devastating tragedy. It was such a happy time for Jota, as Ali mentioned there, with the success in the Premier League, the success in the Nations League, and then one of the happiest moments in anyone's life, getting married. So it really hurts, and football in this country is in mourning right now. That's for certain.
James, you just touched on it a little bit, the impact that he has had across the sport with the club, even his outreach outside of just football in the community. But now, as we're seeing all these different tributes come in, what really does that say about his reach across all of Europe?
I have to say, I love watching Diogo Jota as a footballer, and I don't think I'm alone in that regard. I think he speaks to an awful lot of qualities that we want to see in young men in this sport. Beautifully, brilliantly talented. I remember seeing some games he played in the Championship for Wolves, and it was incredible how much better he was than everyone else on the pitch. But he allied that talent with work rate, with real commitment to doing everything for the team and being a team player. And you see that in the tributes from his teammates in the Portuguese national team, from how Liverpool supporters, Wolves supporters feel about him. I think sometimes it's not just the club you're at, it's the club you leave behind. And guys like Cristiano Ronaldo, Rafael Leao, all his Portuguese teammates that have been playing tribute, as you can see there, they all have played with some of the best footballers in the world, and Jota ranks among them for talent and also just for work ethic and commitment. It's why he was universally loved. I never, ever heard anyone say a bad word about Jota when he left Wolves, when he joined Liverpool. A phenomenal footballer, a phenomenal man, and that makes the loss all the more devastating.
James, of course, coming off of that Premier League title with Liverpool this last season, the third trophy that Jota was able to win with the club, how would you just put into words his impact at Liverpool from a footballing standpoint?
Oh, it was brilliant and immediate. Jota was placed when he joined Liverpool in this really challenging position. He was the guy to break up the Fab Three, the front line of Firmino, Mane and Salah, and he did that, and he carved a sort of place in the hearts of the Liverpool fan base. I remember Jurgen Klopp said he was the perfect player for Liverpool to sign, and that was pretty indisputable when he took to the pitch. He gave you a bit of everything as a footballer, a great poacher, could combine, could play anywhere across the front line. And I know that sort of almost these qualities feel a little bit more insignificant, but I think it is worth celebrating Jota, the footballer. He made Liverpool a better team. Crucial moments in that title race as well. The last goal he ever scored was classic Jota, that burst, that intelligence to find space and clinical finishing ability. A wonderful man and a wonderful footballer, and the Premier League will be a lesser place for not having Diogo Jota in it.
Yeah, James, he had this comeback ability, especially after injury, right? During his Liverpool career, he had that even Everton fans
float. He would always a phenomenal footballer that was.
You talked about, some of the nightmares that maybe he would give to other fans, and of course for Liverpool fans and Portugal national team fans, some incredible.
Diogo, same for Andre Silva.
A statement this morning saying Liverpool Football Club are
Diogo Jota and Andre Silva represented, but the Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Statement, understandably so. They kept it very brief and won't be making a further comment at this time. Have you heard anything, or are you anticipating hearing anything about when this might be addressed in a larger way?
Honestly, it just does feel too early to know as well.
A statement this morning saying Liverpool Football Club are devastated by the tragic passing of Diogo Jota. The club have been informed the 28-year-old has passed away following a road traffic accident in Spain, along with his brother, Andre. Liverpool FC will be making no further comment at this time. UEFA also put out a statement saying, on behalf of the European football community, we are deeply saddened to learn of the tragic passing of Diogo Jota, Portugal international and Liverpool FC forward, along with his brother, Andre Silva. Our thoughts are with their family, friends, teammates, and all those affected by this heartbreaking loss. Guillaume Balaguer, our CBS Sports football reporter, joins us now. Guillaume, what more do you know about this tragic situation?
It's bad. Another car, and forehand.
Yeah, Guillaume, it's so.
Look, it just doesn't make sense. That has always been the case from him. You move to Portugal and you get it, and it's so they have to identify the talent. Everybody fits in, but
Guillaume, you touched on it a little bit.
Maintenance in the case of so you're talking Atletico Madrid in the changing room.
Around the game, how do you
or at least not
has just affected all of world to his wife, the kids, the family, the friends, and everyone who loved him. Rest in peace, love Jay. What's your reaction to seeing the words from Jurgen Klopp?
He's a manager. A manager spends all their life in the profession of the players, further down the line, wife and his